Alright, we're back. I'm recording.
Hello.
I know.
Alright. How are you all feeling today?
Feeling pretty alright.
That's good to hear.
Gonna get shit faced.
Well, you're getting drunk? No. Alright. I'm a roll. Also, disclaimer. Not gonna be able to do a lot of voices. Throat hurts. I will try my best to do female voices. Then when I mean best, I'm gonna fucking fail. But I'm gonna roll the shiny math rock. I'm gonna roll D6 now because there's 6 of you.
What?
Zora, what happened? Zora?
Dragon, that's you.
Oh. Sorry.
When you start talking, I'll start counting down.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
You
Think
go.
so.
There's not this wind up, but go. There's no pressure. It's just a devil dice. Go.
Fucking Christ. Okay, so we started off session with I believe when we were in the woods with following Phelan and Shilong. I don't know why I suddenly blanked on your name. They were basically jumped by some cultists who were able to negate Phelan's disguise, and basically outing herself to these people who wanted to these people important to her past. Basically wanted to, I think, kill her or kidnap. Eventually, someone else came into the picture. That being Yao's character, who I cannot remember at the time. Eventually, the situation was handled by throwing around a lot of spells. Yeah, but after that situation was handled, we cut back to the house, I believe, with basically everyone there. I'm sorry, I'm blanking.
The important bits. The important bits.
I know. I'm thinking. I don't know why. Oh.
You're putting unnecessary amount of pressure on yourself.
I know. I am, but I can't.
You want me to finish it up?
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
You're fine. So after the situation with Alora, Shilong, and Phelan was resolving, they essentially fought some cultists. Alora used the first sighting of an Evangelos arm to cause Phelan to see and witness a lot of their, biggest regret, which was a tree that they were supposed to protect, and a lady sort of corrupting the tree. They fought a big thing known as Heaven's Fidelity, which shot a laser at them, knocking most of them out. It was a tough fight. Eleonora realized that Phelan wasn't the person that she was looking for, and apologized as best they could. And then we cut back to the house, where there was talks to be had, goofing around. Vincent left for a bit, and he wants to go see Gray. They had a talk with Gray. The talk sort of amounted to, "You're actually dead," and Gray sort of snapped at that. Vincent stabbed Gray with his devil arm, knocking him out and bringing him back to the house. After the hijinks were done inside the house, Vincent showed up with Gray, put him on the couch. They began to do research on it, what's happening with Gray, why he can't feel anything, and they realized that maybe he's undead because of what happened with Gray at the insane asylum. So an impromptu surgery happened. None of them were necessarily qualified. They did the best they could to drain out unnecessary blood and DNA from Gray, and they did what they could. Gray is now officially out of commission for a very long time, and we're at the aftermath where Laura, Shilong, Phelan, everyone was there. They did this, and I think everyone went their separate ways. Phelan's still downstairs with Gray, and Elior's in the top. Vincent went somewhere, and that's where we are. Apologies if I don't remember much.
You're fine. I genuinely hate myself because it's like when you started going on, like it all came back to me. Like I just apparently I can't just do it on the spot.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna roll this D.
That's fair.
D6 to decide who I'm giving what to. Funny enough, Zora, take a double dice.
Oh God, why? I don't deserve it.
Anyway, so yeah, we pick up back up with the living room. Elior's there. Vincent's somewhere. Who wants to start?
Not me, because I'm getting called away. God damn it.
Alright.
I'll be back.
You got it. It is... What day is it? Getting the calendar. Give me a second. It's loading on my end. But while I'm getting that, who wants to do what?
I'll start.
Alright, Vincent. It is 5:30, and it is Monday. Monday the 22nd of July. So what are you doing after this?
Well, first off, I'm gonna return that, the sheath to Harada.
Okay. As you go back to the beach, you notice that Harada and Katakuri are fighting. Sorry, excuse me. They are fighting, and Harada is doing his best to avoid Katakuri. Katakuri is using her sword to try and kill Harada. And yeah, he's just there, and he notices you. He's like, "Oh, Vincent!"
Because it's sort of half-hearted wave at them.
Harada basically walks over to where you are.
Is Karakuri still trying to attack him?
Yes. But yeah, he walks over to you, and he's, just nonchalantly walking over to you, and he's like, "So, what's up? Well, how'd it go?"
He just holds out the sheath back to him.
So
Not sure if it worked, but he seems to be somewhat better. Again, I don't know exactly what's going on, but thanks for this.
He takes back his sword, and oh, jeez. Let me turn you down, you son of a bitch. He turns around to you and he says, "Alright, cool." And he turns to Katakuri, who seems to have tired herself out from overexerting herself from trying to attack Harada, and she passes out.
Seems I'll be keeping my head a little longer.
Seems like it. Oh yeah, that Phelan girl.
Hmm?
She wanted to train with me, if I remember correctly.
Well, I assume she'll make her own way when things at the house are settled.
Well, I'm gonna sit down here then. You have a good one, Vincent.
Actually, it does.
Ah.
Because I don't want to do this in a minute, but
Mm-hmm.
the fact we have to call in for other jobs, would Vincent know about that?
No, because you never have to do that.
Okay. So, yeah, asking Harada would be the best. How often does the Hunters Association call for jobs?
Last time I checked, they called for jobs when they see that you're the only ones that can actually do the job. They wouldn't normally come to you unless, it's an orientation or a ranking job or something of the fact.
Hmm.
If you want jobs, you gotta, call them.
That is very good to know now.
He looks at you. Have you not called them?
I didn't know we had to.
No, that answered my question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just call them.
Alright.
Suspect him.
And I start heading off to Gray's place.
Okay.
Because I need to tell the grandma.
Alright. You head back off to Gray's place. It takes you a bit. You get there. She seems very worried. She is even talking to the police.
Yeah, I'll go over.
As she says that, the police walk towards you, Vincent. We heard that you, from this lady, that you stabbed a kid twice and took his body somewhere. The grandma sort of looks at you in abject horror. We're gonna have to take you to the.
That difficult to explain, and I take up the hunter's license.
One of the cops. Well, let me roll for the other one as well. No. One of the cops say, I don't care what job you do, buddy. We gotta take you in. And the other one's like, hey. Don't you know what that badge is? He's like, no. Why should I know? As he's like, the other cop's like, you can go. We do want you to come back down to the precinct and tell us, fill out a report, because that can't fly around here, even though you are what you are. There have been cases of kids.
Way down there.
Yeah, there's been cases of hooligans and thugs getting beat up at night, and
I will make sure to get down there when I can.
Thank you. Try not to take too long.
And I go past him, go to grandma.
The grandma sort of stumbles away from you. It's like, what do you want?
I'm here to explain what happened and why I did what I did. Will you please hear me out?
Roll persuasion. Oh. What'd you get?
I'll use a devil dice.
Okay.
So that's a 19.
Alright. She looks at you. She looks you up and down. She says, speak. Quickly.
Surely you know as to how Gray seemed very different when he came back. How he didn't seem to feel much in terms of exhaustion, or he kept pushing himself.
Yeah, but I just assumed that was because, it was, can't do grandma voice.
It's fine, man.
I just assumed it was because he wanted this dream of being a devil hunter. I didn't assume anything.
Yes, it in part it involves that.
What do you mean?
He was taken off by someone. We got there and we got him back, but he was affected by a demon that was there, which is why he looked so different. And he told me he wasn't able to feel anything. And he wasn't going to go willingly with me after everything. And he,
as soon as she, do you look like you're straining yourself to say this?
Yeah, he is hurt.
She goes up to you.
All this.
She goes up to you and she puts her hand on your cheek. As long as he comes back,
he will. He just.
Then I hold no grudges against you. Things are weird. I've known this for a long time.
It still doesn't.
She goes into her antique shop. And she comes back out with a strange item. Seems to be wrapped in like a box, and she hands it to you.
What's this?
Food. Gray didn't eat. He hasn't been eating much. Force this down his throat and you eat as well. She also hands you a talisman.
Is this also for Gray?
This is for you. There's spirits around you. Mean ones. You take the box lunch and the talisman?
Yeah.
Alright. So, mark down your inventory box lunch.
Okay.
That box lunch, because, you know, it's a modern game, not all things magically can heal you, your stamina. That box lunch heals 10 hit points. Just flat.
Oh, I put that in the wrong section. I put it under skills.
Fucking Christ. But yes, she pats you on the back and then she turns around to you and says, I don't take what you did lightly. I want you to know that. Things are strange, but that's still my family. If he doesn't come back, I'll rain hellfire upon you. And she closes her door.
He just stands there for a second and just says to himself, I deserve much worse than that. And I start make my way back to the house.
As you're making your way back, roll me perception.
Yeah.
As you're walking back,
22.
All right, cool. As you're walking back, you see something flutter past your peripheral vision for a second, as it was invisible, but you begin to see the refractions in the light, like a chameleon. You notice a fairy dragon, and as soon as it knows that you notice it, it disappears and flies off.
Would I know anything about fairy dragons?
Roll nature, bro.
Nature, alright.
Alright.
15.
15. Let me look up fairy dragons. Da 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 da.
Well, you see, they're dragons.
Yes.
They have almost fairy-like powers.
I get it. We get it.
Don't say dragons?
No.
Oh.
Da, 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 da. Also, this is a custom status. Well, it was like a little small. It was like tiny. It was like a pixie. Ba, 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 ba.
That's smaller than usual.
Yep. No, fairy dragons are tiny.
Aren't they usually small creatures?
Nope, they're
Oh.
tiny.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I thought they were usually like the size of a cat.
Cats are tiny, dude.
Oh, they are?
Yes, gnomes are taller than cats.
Oh, okay.
You know, household animals are usually tiny.
It's weird.
I know. Yeah, 15 gets it. Usually, and it was, specifically, the color of it was a violet fairy dragon. And you would realize with that 15 that fairy dragons, depending on their color, that's how long they live. Right? And a violet fairy dragon can live up to 51 years or more. Meaning this one is either old or it's just starting out. You also know that fairy dragons make good familiars. You wouldn't know much about familiars. You roll about it, but...
I'm just gonna go with Simpson. He doesn't know much right now.
Alright. And as you're sort of pondering this, Phelan, you find the boy.
I imagine we're like outside the Kambaji district at this point.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't have gone too far out the Kambaji district because she's not disguised.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Vincent would be pretty close to Cambodia district. You're looking around the edges of it. You see him. He sort of be pondering something.
She just waits for a moment and continues walking. And if he doesn't notice her when she's within like 10 feet,
Vincent, your passive perception is a 5. You would notice her. You'd notice her. Your modifier is a 5.
Yeah. He just looks over and... Hey.
hey. Do you still have that same look?
Not completely.
She looks at you for a moment before going. It was explained to her how that had happened, right?
I assume the situation was explained on how Gray was and how everything went down, so you would know. Yes.
There were a bunch of hours. Yeah.
You could have been filled in easy.
Yeah. All right. She will say. She'll say, I did some last checks on Gray. Seems like he's gonna be okay. Time being.
Good. That's good.
Last thing I'm going to say real quick. As a matter of fact, the last thing we checked on Gray, he seems to be snoring very peacefully. He was also mumbling something in his sleep. He was mumbling something along the lines of, I'm sorry. That hurt. But I understand. I'm gonna punch you for later. Continue.
All right. She will just sort of turn and walk with him. Say, he was mumbling in his sleep, saying that it hurt and that he was going to punch you for that later. Who the you is, don't know.
I'm pretty sure I know.
She looks to him. You don't seem too thrilled. What's Vincent's passive perception?
15.
Okay, never mind. Hello?
Yeah?
Did you hear what I said before?
Yeah, he is. He's just going, but he's definitely dragging his feet.
She's keeping pace with you. Vincent?
Yes.
How are you feeling right now? I want you to tell me in your words.
Like, I'm the reason I nearly got my best friend killed.
We both.
I'm the one who promised this.
I'm the one who dragged him deeper. Your point?
I assume you know how I got him here when he was unconscious.
I was told. Yes.
All I could see when he was looking at me, telling me he didn't feel anything, was how I used to be. And I knew he wouldn't come willingly if I asked him, but So I did it by force. And there was a moment I thought about it.
She actually starts leading you. She actually starts leading you down a longer path toward the Kamachi house.
I don't want him.
You said, I don't want him?
I don't want him to end up like I did. Not
Well,
becoming empty. So I thought killing him might be more of a mercy. Because, God, I wish someone offered it to me. But
you
no,
feel that rather than letting him live in that void, you think he'd rather be dead?
with the look he gave me in that moment, I think it would have been better. But that would essentially be killing myself at the same time.
It's one of the reasons that I'm glad you did. You made the right choice. You're doing for him what no one did for you. You're steering him away from that path by bringing him home, by bringing him to the house. I ran into Gray the other day when I went out for some training at the beach. He was swinging a sword over and over and over again. There was a puddle of sweat beneath him. He didn't seem to realize that he'd been doing that for so long. And after seeing the state of his body during the operation, I think I should have taken that more seriously. He was pushing himself to the breaking point. He should have broken. And I didn't realize it. But you,
She sort of looks to you.
you paved the way for us to realize that. You also told him a truth that the rest of us hadn't. I was afraid to.
You were dead silent during the operation. Am I correct
Yep.
in remembering that? I'm going to draw my own conclusions from her insight.
You helped here, Vincent. Despite what you might have been thinking while we were casting all that magic and making medicine, drugs, potions. Despite whatever was going through your head at that time, you are the reason that this hasn't gotten worse. And you are the reason that he can possibly still recover.
He'll stop and grab your hand.
She stops with you, looks back.
I don't know a lot about well, I assume because of the whole fairy thing that you'll be around for quite a while.
She nods. Do I know my lifespan, Daz, or is that an in the meta thing?
You've had a long time to research yourself. You probably erase if you really truly wanted to. You would know your lifespan.
Okay.
Or estimated lifespan, depending on certain things. You do know your life can end early. It doesn't have to be within the range of the lifespan, but you know estimated lifespan of a fairy, yes.
Alright. She to him after he says like you'll be around for quite a while. She just nods and goes, "Yeah. That's one thing I do know about my race. We're long-lasting, I suppose."
Great. He's gonna outlive me.
She raises an eyebrow.
He does. I'd like if you kept an eye on him. Consider it a favor for me, if nothing else. He gives a very pained smile.
She sees your pained smile and gives sort of a it's a conflicted look. She goes, "Well, we plan to do that anyway. As I said in the room, well, as I said before the operation, we care about the kid. But one thing I'm quite curious about now." She sort of takes one. She clasps her hand in yours. Like, it's not just you grabbing her hand anymore. She is now holding your hand. And two, she steps up to you and she puts a hand on your cheek just to make you look directly at her. Just goes, "What do you mean by that?" You two aren't that far apart in age. Does it have something to do with what I saw on the first day we met?
That is exactly why. Curse from a demon. And because of that, I don't have a long lifespan. I'd be lucky if
How
I lived
long
to
do you
30.
have? She starts to ask, like, how long do you, and then you say that, and she stops. How old are you now?
$20 in a few weeks. So, 10 years. Great. I told him he was driven to help me break it.
And is this something that can be broken?
The only thing that I know of that would break it is killing the demon. But all I know is they're either a demon lord or a prince from the void hells.
Then I suppose I've obtained quite the lofty goal. She's looked sad as you've been talking about this. Like, she's very close to you, so you can clearly tell.
Real quick, in the meta, what's with you here with
Yeah.
going after boys who have connections to hell?
I don't fucking know. That's what happened.
Actually, that is a good point.
I just made the connection
Yeah.
in my mind.
Ah.
Anyway,
Ah.
sorry,
Also,
continue.
Also, so why are you spamming the chat? Anyway.
Oh, she's talking to Giant. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Fucking,
They
I
have
don't
a
know, man.
type. They like the bad boys.
Do I? No. But, fuck, I forgot what I said last. Alright, she's very clearly looked sad as you've been talking about this. As if it pains her to hear this. But when she says, like, I suppose I've been given a pretty lofty goal then, she gives sort of a half smile.
I don't want
You- Hmm?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
He says, and he puts his other hand just on yours. I don't want people risking their lives for my sake. But I'm starting to realize I may not have a choice in that.
Vincent, as soon as I saw that blush on your face, back when I first told you that I cared for you, that was never a choice. She sort of chuckles. And even if this doesn't work out, it's still not your choice. Because regardless of what happens, regardless of what our relationship turns into, I'm still going to care for you.
glad I met you, Phil. And he'll kiss her on the cheek.
She, upon getting kissed on the cheek, you notice there is a tiny blush. I say tiny, but she's white as a sheet, so it's very evident, just small.
Nice to see I can get you to look like that as well.
Well, it's not as hard as you think. You just have to try. She, are you holding on to your hand on your face?
Hmm?
Are you holding on to her hand that's on your face? Like on your cheek?
It would. The hand would have moved to just resting on your arm.
Okay. She takes her hand off your cheek and, say, I'm also glad I met you. After all, it'd be such a shame if this charming fellow had never been exposed to the world. She sort of chuckles. And I hope you don't mind if I take a little bit of credit for that.
I don't think I could stop you even if I tried.
I'm glad you're learning. She sort of takes a step back. How's his expression looking now?
He looks happy.
Nice. She sees that, smiles, and she's going to. Well, she's gonna continue on the route. Well, she's gonna not continue on the route because she does have things to do. But she's going to link arms with you and start walking back toward the Nkamaji house.
I do have to talk to the police there.
You know, considering the story, yeah, that makes sense. She sighs, having tried to do something cute, but then police interrupted it to let go of your arm. Alright, and
Oh,
I'll see you later.
not gonna let you.
She tries to let go of your arm.
Trying to get away
Looks
already.
up at you. What'd you say?
Trying to get away already.
She sort of chuckles. Well, if I'm gonna be killing a demon lord or a hell prince, then I'm gonna need to get some training in.
Alright. And he'll...
And it also won't help if we have the cops of the town we live in after us. She sort of gives you a smile.
Fair enough. And he'll let go of your arm.
She will take a step and turn around and give you a kiss on the cheek. Alright, now go try to not try not to look like a criminal.
That is the most difficult thing I have had to do in the last few days. And I start making my way back to the house.
I'm gonna start making my way to the beach.
As you do that, we're gonna cut to the house while this was happening. The people inside the house would be Eliora, Alex, and Zora. What's good?
So is the almost corpse still in my lab?
That's not for me to decide.
No, I'm pretty sure that after we all got upstairs, before Phelan left, she was basically talking how like she was gonna take care of that.
Okay.
She
Cool.
probably would have called down Majul for help, but we would have moved them up to the room.
Good.
To Vincent's room, probably the bed that Vincent doesn't use, which is technically both, but one of the beds.
But yeah, alright, just wanted to make sure. Let's see. So we it's just three of us, and we're all upstairs at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, last we left off, yep. Phelan goes outside after a few minutes, but...
So yeah, Alex will just look to everyone, and I'll actually get through all those Christmas saves in a while since I've been around people I didn't have to.
Oh, good. We're off to a great start.
Damn it!
Wait, why do we got
almost double digits?
Why do we gotta make Christmas saves? What?
That's
you guys don't.
Yes.
I just bang Alex though.
Seeing
Also, I'm
your
not
role.
here.
Also, yeah, you're here. Shilong's also
Almost
here.
double digits.
Shilong's also here, my bad.
What was that?
Shilong's also here.
Oh, you didn't leave for some reason, so I was like, I guess I'm gone.
I thought you went outside to train. My bad.
So yeah, like with a 9, Alex is just... We should all go upstairs. Or does anyone else need a bath?
I'm good for the night. You know, I'm fine.
You sure?
Traumatized flashback. Yes. Yes, I'm fine. Stay away from me. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna head off to get some fresh air.
Alright.
So you came here after leaving this morning, and after yesterday, and you're not even gonna stick around to...
To what he does.
socialize?
I'm
You're
just
right.
going off for
That is what he
little walk
does.
around the district. I'll be back. Jeez.
Just like a man.
What about you, stranger? What about you, stranger?
I
Yeah, what's your deal?
I need to talk with Phelan. I want to properly apologize.
For?
I told you about what I did.
Right, you did.
I also feel like I should tell the guy that she said she was dating, but I'm not sure if I should even touch that bridge.
I don't know if they're officially dating yet. I don't think he gets that privilege.
Oh, Alex.
When that started happening, then I guess I don't know some things anyway.
I don't know what all of your situation is.
You're probably better for it.
Yeah.
What's your situation?
Oh, yeah, I haven't told you that. As I said, my name's Eliora. I work with Era. Specifically specifically the Shepherd branch, the one that deals with wayward angels.
You mentioned as much earlier.
I'm here to deal with Ashriel. Ashriel. What is it? That's how I said it.
Yeah, you said it right the first time. It's Asheville.
And other than that,
Probably find Ariel and make sure he's okay. We know that he was last seen in this area, and I really hope that what Ashfield's doing isn't involved with him, but my line of work, you know not to get your hopes up.
where are you staying?
I can get a hotel room. I've done a lot of
So
jobs.
that means you don't have anywhere.
At the moment, no. On my way to this town, I got attacked by a cultist, and then everything happened. There wasn't much time in between.
Oh.
You're like a puppy, but frigid. An otter? There's a room
Polar bear
upstairs.
cub?
Just looks at her. That suits her.
Not
There's a
wrong.
room upstairs. If Zora doesn't want you to share a bed, then you can sleep on the floor. There's also booths. You're staying in this house. It's safer for you.
I'm not sharing
Plus,
my bed with a stranger.
Why? You shared it with me.
Because we're on a team. It's different.
In that case, you stay here. It's easy for us to kill you if you betray us, so we don't have to hunt you down.
That's a way to
And-
put things, Alex.
It's
It's
safer for
I mean,
you.
it's not
in the long
incorrect.
run.
it's also fair. I mean, I already attacked one of your members. This could all just be a big act from their perspective, trying to gain your trust and then backstab all of you. It would be much easier if you had my location.
Don't worry. I have your location.
Right, the hair thing.
By the
Yep.
way, Vincent. Not really, but you feel a weight leave your shoulders.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Don't worry, the boots aren't that bad once you get used to them.
Says the man who doesn't sleep.
I've slept on the road before mid-mission. I can sleep about anywhere.
How do you people live like this? I don't understand.
Simple. Sleep on the floor for most of your life and you get used to it.
It's called
Mm.
not having comforts for a really long time, Zora.
Beds are a luxury for a lot
Could
of
not
people.
be me. I gotta admit to you guys, could not be me.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
No, I don't wanna.
And I remember used to taking naps on fresh grass. Ah, that was the best. Oh, well.
So wait, you all are devil hunters, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So does that mean that you all work with? Does that mean that they would work with Bloodhound or Discovery, Daz?
You wouldn't really.
Oh, so does that mean you? What you would ask?
They saw my badge before.
I did see Shilong's badge. So are all of you work under Discovery or?
Sure.
If that's what you want to believe.
If I'm going, it's good to know about the people you're staying with, even if you don't know how long you're going to be staying with them.
Then this is what you need to know. There's a ghost that lives in this house. I'm sure you've met them. They're very sweet.
be nice to them, or else
Hmm.
this fine cat lady right here is our doctor, kind of.
Ha!
She's also a...
I am the resident brilliant scientist.
Sure, whatever you call yourself, darling.
Sure, buddy. Zora Sadure. In case I haven't already introduced myself, because I frankly don't remember, because a lot was going on.
Yeah, that was a weird thing to walk into, but I'm glad I was able to help.
You were.
Eh, you'll get used to it around here.
It's why you can stay here.
Like that guy points, points to Sheila. That guy got fucked up a couple of nights ago.
Happens from time to time.
So, she's wonderful, has a bit of an ego, and you'll try and play nice. Zora,
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no ego. I am just. It's not an ego if I'm right.
Zora, play nice.
I'll try.
Your lung shot size.
No,
I'll try not to
fine.
bite
You
too
don't.
hard,
You all have such interesting personalities. It's been a while since I've interacted with such a varied group. It's fine. Fun, even.
Good. Fun is also a luxury, one that I hope that we can afford. That Shilong, I'm sure you're acquainted. He's a warforged. And he is fast enough to catch up with you and drag you back here if you screw up. But you won't screw up.
I'll try not to. I'll try to at least make myself an asset while I'm staying here.
And we will enjoy your company. You are well acquainted with Phelan, I'm sure.
Yeah, I need to talk to her. I actually don't know that much about her. I know that we both were raised by Uriel. I want to talk with her to apologize to him.
It was a quiet car ride back.
Ah, so she's awkward. That's cute. Phelan is probably the strongest among us, and
Debatable.
Debatable.
and she actually can make sure you don't go anywhere as long as she's in the vicinity. She can help make it so finding you is far easier and takes way less time. Lastly, there's Vincent, the one who was near catatonic when he wasn't needed. He's more dangerous than me, and you won't hear him coming. But you will die if he sets his sights on you. I can find you. My name is Alex. And if I do, then, well, I hope that you are very ready for a ghost hunt. And not the kind that your magic usually works on.
So welcome to the house. Hope you enjoy your stay.
It's fine. It's honestly justified due to my actions.
Also, don't go in my lab for any purpose unless I am with you or already down there. You got allowed down there because desperate times. Don't go down there again unless you have permission.
My room is also off limits. Knock on the door.
Probably won't.
Also, don't touch the stairs next to the kitchen.
Wait, what? Is there?
Everywhere else is free for you to wander. In fact, if your stay here is agreeable, we might even welcome you back permanently into the district. You'll get your own place. I imagine for somebody like you, it'll be nice to have a place to actually call your own.
Never really had that before, and I doubt. I get called out on missions often, unlike most, or at least I'm one of the specialty people that they call. I might not stay there often.
Because of the. Hey, Daz, I saw the fucking holy magic that they did, right?
I mean, it's
So,
kind of hard to
could
miss.
I assume that they're a cleric? Yeah, could I assume they're a cleric?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right, just making sure. But because of all that holy magic you do, I haven't seen a lot of people do that.
Because of my holy magic and Suriel, she'll point to where the flail is on her belt. I'm sure at least a few of you, judging by your reaction, are, but this is an evangelist on.
Narrows eyes.
I don't know what it is, but I know what it is now.
Daz, can I roll for that? Or does Zora know that is?
Roll Arcana. Actually, no. Roll Religion.
Damn it!
From the reaction last time, I'm gonna come to the conclusion of she's calling it an evangelist arm.
That's a natural 20.
We know devil arms, and every time she's pulled it out, the demons have had a visceral reaction.
That's a
So I'm
natural
gonna come
20.
to the conclusion.
Gotcha.
It's a natural 20 to which.
24. All right.
Yep.
Just same thing that Alex was saying, but the one thing you probably will understand, instead of it being the spirit of a dying angel, it is a weapon made in tandem with an angel. Meaning, there's a connection with the original angel.
This isn't an... Sorry.
No, go say anything.
I'm just saying. I was just saying. There's no baggage like there is with a devil arm.
No, not necessarily. You wouldn't know because you haven't touched one. But unlike devil arms, whose the weapon is the devil, evangelist arms have a connection with the angel that they're tethered to. That's the big difference. Most evangelist arms have a personality, but they cannot talk. That personality probably stems from the angel itself. But yeah, other than that, nothing really.
Would she do that? Yeah, fuck it, she'll do that. All three of you will hear in your head. It is a weapon given to me by Suriel, and it allows me to do many things. It allows me to speak telepathically.
You hear in your head, oh neat, you can do that too.
She's gonna look right at Alex and be like, what? Well,
that was me, Zora.
Zora, sorry. God, I'm bad with names. That's like me as a person. She would have looked at Zora.
You just get smug cat grin. You know the picture.
Yes, I do.
More invasion of privacy. Looks over to Zora.
Continuous smug cat smug face.
Wait, what?
What? I
right.
Read
you
that.
don't know.
I can only.
Shilong, you hear in your head, I can do this.
Yeah, my head. That's all you get.
Oh, you hear in your head, no.
In any
I'd
case,
appreciate it if you have a lovely stay here. And eventually, if all goes well, if you return here, if you don't have a home, this district might be a place you can call it. Once it's renovated.
Sure. We'll see.
certainly will. In any case, I'm gonna go on for that walk. Alex, I'll be seeing you later. And I'm seeing the rest of
Well.
you later.
Yeah.
You will?
As you go out, Vincent, this is when you come back. Yeah.
Wait, what does he mean? What?
Vincent comes back at this time.
You say that out loud. Sorry.
Yeah. Alex is like, wait, what? What? Huh?
As Zora gets up and
Doesn't
begins to
walk away.
head elsewhere, she just calls back to you. He wants to fuck. Clearly. Trust me, I'm an expert.
I'm very tempted to throw a kunai if I knew that wouldn't actually hurt her.
Do it.
Fuck
You have
Oh,
a cleric
you left.
now.
You left.
You left.
see.
I waited for you to leave to say that.
Okay. You didn't say that shit.
Well, you said you were leaving, and then you
Yeah,
said you'd see her later.
Yeah.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
still there. I didn't say I
Pardon?
walked away yet.
Anyway, hey,
Anyway, I
people,
passed by
just come home.
Vincent and I say like, hey Vincent,
I think I am quite.
Yeah,
Villain.
shut
And then I go for just like a walk around the district. Nothing too long.
Yeah. I head upstairs.
Hey, Vincent.
This is a weird grouping.
Yes.
I head off to bathe.
I feel like I should be in the basement, but I don't want to be down there right now. Tired.
Sure, you can stay up here. I was just going to tell Vincent about what happened. Or at least I think that's their name.
That is my name, yes.
So I'm not sure how much you know. Hello, I'm Eliora. I work with ERA, specifically the Shepherd Division. And
You deal with Angelic, yeah?
she looks a little surprised. Yeah, you have more knowledge than the rest of your compatriots.
I know a little about the factions.
Okay. So, you and Phelan are very close, correct? Actually, I should tell you this anyway, even if you aren't. So, when I met Phelan, I made an incorrect assumption, assuming they were Ashfield, and I may have cast a spell that caused them to relive their worst trauma, or at least their greatest regret.
You mind repeating that for me?
Assuming Phelan was Ashfield in what easily could be described as a panic, attacked her and cast a spell that would cause her to relive her worst regret.
The fact that you helped with Gray is the only reason I'm not killing you.
Yeah, I've gotten that a lot today, which is understandable.
The fact that both Phelan and Shilong brought you back here for whatever reason. I won't do anything. So you mind telling me why you did come back with them?
I wanted to be able to find a way to apologize. Also, it seemed like Balin, how they spoke, knew about Ashfield and her cultists. They were involved. I figured that once I do manage to properly atone, can receive some help or help them in something.
Well, that'll be something to talk to Phelan about.
Could you repeat that?
He said, well, that'll be something to talk to Phelan about.
Yeah, I plan on it. Once they return.
Don't cause too much trouble. And I head to my room.
Alright, you do so.
And was Gray brought up, or?
Yes. You do seem
Yes.
you do seem a jewel, sort of, like tending to like a rag, putting a rag on his forehead to stifle a fever that he has.
That's it. He just says to Joe, how's he doing?
She turns to you and she says, he's doing okay. He just has a fever.
Is it anything serious?
No, nothing serious. It's off and on. It should subside.
And I'll leave the box lunch beside the bed that he's on. If he does wake up, can you make sure that he eats that?
Alright. One moment. I'm being called.
Hmm. Da, 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 da.
Also, because Eden was summoned during that conversation, I like to imagine that Eden was just invisible, just pouting at you.
I could feel something trying to pull me back.
It doesn't work, Eliora. I've brought up the idea of electric armament to Shilong before, and his metal doesn't count as normal metal.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Alright.
Welcome back.
We're gonna have to go on break soon. But, she says, okay, when he wakes up, give it to him.
Thank you. And I'm going to unload most of the gear I have in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, because I am going to a fucking police station. And would I know if most of, or only a select few of law enforcement would know about devil hunters?
Not a lot of law enforcement know about devil hunters. They're informed about people with
Okay.
badges, like the ones you have. So there's that.
Okay. Okay then. And yeah, after he unloaded most of it. Actually, would I know anything about the charm I was given?
The talisman?
Yeah.
No, not really. It just seems like a piece of paper. You haven't taken time to identify it or anything, so I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
I know. Okay. Alright, he'll keep that with him, and yeah, I'll head to the fucking police station then.
Alright. Well, you go to the police station. This will be the last thing we do before we go on break. Quick break. Phelan.
Hmm?
You go to where? You go to the beach.
Yeah. It's like 7 at this point, right?
It'd be 7, yeah.
Okay.
7:30 around.
I realized I forgot a thing I wanted to do. I kind of fucked up my timeline, but it's too late now.
Mm.
But she heads to the beach.
Alright, you head to the beach. Do you see Katakure laying like sprawled out on the beach sand as Harada sort of just looks out at the ocean? As oh, is there anything?
She walks up, sort of behind and to the right of him. So she's in like his peripheral, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Look who decided to show
Hi.
up.
Well, no reason not to. This is something I asked for.
Alright. He sort of gets up, he dusts himself off, the sand off his pants. He looks at you. And he says, "So, you're dead set on this, right?"
She sort of takes a deep breath. Had some time to think about it in the car. Well, had some time to think about it after a talk with Shilong. Regardless of what path I take in the future, this is what I want.
Alright.
Whether I'm cut out for it is a different story. She sort of chuckles.
Alright. Then, we'll begin training. This moment. As he walks over to Katakure. And he kicks her awake. He's like, what happened? As she kneels down to Katakure and he says, "Katakure, I need you to try and kill Phelan." As she looks to Phelan, she's like, "Really?" He nods. "Try and kill her. Rip her head off. Do what you must. Phelan, your job is to not get attacked or not get hit for the rest of the night."
Phelan sort of holds out her hand for a moment, and the glove. Does the glove disappear when I summon my shield, or does it just like project out of the glove?
It just projects out of the glove.
The shield projects out of her glove, and she draws her sword.
Katakuri kips up. She cracks her neck and she looks to Harada and says, "If I do kill her, is that bad?" As Harada looks at you, Phelan, and says, "No, she knows what she's getting into." As we're going to cut away from that, and we're going to go on break.
Alright.
Yo, it's me, Han, back at it again with the memes.
Alright. I'm going to stop the recording. We're going to be on break. I'm going to pause it, and I'll be back. Alright. Bye. Alright, we're back. We're back.
Penis.
Hopefully I'm
Hello.
not that quiet. Hopefully my voice is resonant enough. But we pick up right off with Phelan. Oh shit, there's no music.
Hmm?
Oh wow. There's no music. Give me a moment. Sure. Phelan,
Oh shit, alright. Yeah?
you're gonna have to stay away from Katakuri and not get killed by her for the rest of the night.
Alright.
That means non-stop. At any point you stop, there will be a number of rolls made. And at the current, we are going to, how should I say, jumpstart this with a few rolls. At the start, it's going to be a skill challenge if you need to know at the start. All right. Attacks can help
Alright.
you.
And I assume I won't be.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say, I assume I won't be using magic in this. Or rather, I won't be using magic in this.
You will not. You will not be using magic.
Because this is not magic training.
Mm-hmm. So, Katakuri, jumps up and down, very excited that she says, "Oh, I can kill you! I can kill you!" As she pulls out her sword, her Odachi, and she charges at you. As she's going to start slashing down at you in a multitude of directions. And how do you intend to evade this?
I'd like to use my investigation to try and predict where she's slashing and dodge accordingly.
Alright. Roll it.
24.
Just beat it by 1.
Hmm.
So good, huh? You investigate the angles and trajectories of each slash that are coming down, and barely by the skin of your teeth are dodging all of her attacks. As she goes in for a strike, as you hear Harada tell you, "Don't focus on dodging, not too much." As she goes in for a strike against you, how do you retaliate?
I'd like to use my performance to try and I guess add a bit of flair to a show of like looking at where her strike is coming from and interposing my shield between me and her.
All right, roll it.
I'm gonna use 2 double dice.
All right.
That is a 16.
16? No.
Alright.
As she grabs onto your leg as you try to do that flourish movement, she yells at you and says, "You're not trying to be all fancy. You're trying to learn how to kill!" As she grabs you and she slams you down to the ground, you're going to take some damage.
Alright.
Take 12 points of damage as you get slammed down to the ground. And as you get slammed down to the ground, she's going to start continuously wailing down on you. How do you try to dodge this? Or how do you react is what I should say.
Suppose I should start using the things I'm good at. I'm going to try to use my... Well, in this moment, I am going to try to slap her sword. Attempting to...
She's not slashing with her sword, she's using her fists.
Okay. Well, regardless, I'd like to try to slash at her and try and throw off her punch.
Okay. Alright, roll the attack roll.
I'm gonna use another double dice for that.
Alright.
It's a 21.
21?
Yep.
Yeah, you do it. Roll the damage against her. Let me put her on the combat tracker real quick. There. Roll the attack, roll the damage. Yep. As you slash at her, as she goes to try and wail at you, you expertly deflect all of them, slashing at them. Slashing at her arms. As she looks at them, she's like, clever! As you're able to get away from that, and you get back up. As that happens, she slams down the ground to kick up a bunch of sand to cover your vision. And you hear Harada say, you gotta be able to see things too! What do you do to try and interpret or intercept this attack from Katakure?
I'd like to use my perception to try and hear out where she's gonna come from.
Okay. You roll it. I'll let it happen.
Another double dice. 18.
Alright.
My first thought was using my fairy fire, but no magic. Even though that's technically part of my race, no magic.
It's a tie. At this moment, she comes and she slashes at you. No damage is dealt between either of you, but she goes and she tries to slash at you. In doing so, you both clash blades as she tries to use her adachi to cut your head off. Very blatantly so, but you're able to just block it just enough in time that she says, as she is going to grab you by... She's going to attempt to grab you by the neck with her offhand.
Is this another skill challenge, or is this just a grapple check?
Skill challenge. How do you attempt to? She attempts to grab you by the neck and slam you down to the ground. Harada also says, as you're doing this, you shouldn't be scared to back off and reassess the situation. You have all night.
Yeah. This is a bit of a stretch, but I'm looking at it like, when else am I going to use this? I'd like to use, and you're free to say no to this, I'd like to use my medicine to try and, I guess, foresee the movement of her muscles and where she's going to strike, simply. It's a bit of a stretch, I know.
Yeah. What's your medicine modifier?
+8.
+8?
Yeah.
I'll let it happen.
Alright. Are you fucking kidding me?
So, anything you gonna do?
And after this, I'm going to try to back off.
Okay. So no double
actually,
dice.
I'll use one.
Alright.
18.
18. That was literally, you needed it. As she got a 17. She tries to grab you by the neck as you see her claws and arms expand out. You dodge out the way, rolling underneath her strike. You can make an attack against her if you so please.
Just at normal?
Yes.
And is this a choice between attacking and moving away?
Yes.
Okay, I will move away.
Okay. So she tries to slash at you.
Currently putting on the pressure, and I need a moment to collect myself.
As you try to back away, once again, instead of trying to go for the strike, you take the tactical advantage and back away. Vesperada sort of watches on this. Katakuri yells, and how far are you gonna? How and where are you going?
I think I'm gonna try to get to a. Is there a place nearby where there are like some big rocks?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna lead her. I'm gonna go there.
All right. So you go over there, as she says, "Where do you think you're going? Are you running or are you flying?" I know, stupid question, but must ask.
It would defeat the purpose if I were to just fly away from her.
All right.
So no, I am using my own feet.
All right. That's 30 feet away.
Yep.
She rushes towards you, and as she does, you hear her howling like a rabid beast and cackling as such. As she also, not fully goes into a rage, but she's going into a rage.
Okay.
Instead of like beating around the bush, now she goes rage. She runs up to you. As she does so, she is going to attempt to spin into the air using her acrobatics to try and stomp down your back, pushing you to the ground.
I'm going to attempt to, as she's about to do that, I'm going to attempt to use my stealth to, disorient her among the rocks. Trying to, make her lose sight of me, essentially.
Okay. Roll it.
$25.
Yeah, she tries to do so. As you do so, you quickly, not only that, but I'm adding a flavor to it. You kick up the sand around you, getting into her eyes. She lands down as you begin to dart in between the rocks, disorienting her and her sense of space. As she...
And I will stay hidden.
Alright.
Because, the aim of this is not to fight her, but to survive.
As... Are you going to be hiding from her for most of this day, or what? What's going
on? At certain points she would, at certain points she would come out, and, I'm gonna try to use... Am I allowed to
You can
initiate a skill challenge?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. I'd like to, Alright. I'm looking at one skill in particular, like, I can't use you, but it would be hilarious if I did. And that's the driving skill.
Reminder, you can do normal checks. So, there's that.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to repeat
checks. If you get
checks
on top of her, right? Maybe you could ride her.
Giggity.
I'm not letting
I feel like that'd be more animal handling.
You're not wrong.
Am I allowed to repeat checks?
No, once you use one, it's gone. Oh,
Okay,
checks?
that's what I
like
thought.
skill checks? Like ability
Yeah.
checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ability checks can be used multiple times. So if you use strength once, you can use strength again. But skill checks can only be used once.
Okay. Alright. Then what I will do next is... What I'm going to try to do next is I'm going to use my insight to sort of gauge when she's getting... Well, one, I'm going to wait out her rage. And two, I'm going to try to gauge when she's at her most frustrated,
Alright.
using my insight.
As you are
And
waiting
then-
her rage, you see Harada walk there, and Harada points to where you are, as he also rolled perception to see where you're hiding. As he points to where you're hiding to Katakuri, and he's like, "She's over there!" As Katakuri's like, "Ah!" As she's going to attempt to... You're going to use insight, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to try to fuck with her.
In what way?
Like, in this specific instance, I'm going to try to, sort of gauge when she's at her most excited at having found Phelan, and then I'm going to move to the other side of the rock.
Okay. She's gonna use that. Okay, roll it.
How far into the rage did we get?
Halfway before Harada started to step in and realize what you're trying to do.
Okay. Yeah, then, that would be me.
Alright, she got a 17.
I should have used a double dice. Whatever.
As you do figure out when she's most excited, and you're able to get to the other side of the rock. But as that happens, she smashes through it with her fist, saying, "I found you!"
Jesus. That's all she says to that is like, Jesus.
Yep, as she finds you, she is going to bring down her sword against you.
Alright.
How do you like to respond? You hear Harada
Is
say...
Ace-
You hear Harada tell you... 1 second. Try and spin around the slash, Phelan.
He's telling me to use acrobatics.
Well, not that's how you interpret it. He'll yell at you and say, "Follow the flow of the blade." Instead of running or deflecting, move with it.
It does.
Yeah, what's up?
If that's the case, since my AC uses my wisdom, actually no, because that's not how that's not how that's flavored. Essentially, how Phelan's AC is that when things strike, she can take it, not she like moves like a monk.
But once again, if you're trying to be, if you're trying to curve with it, it can be dex, and if you're trying to move with the flow of it, you can, convince me to use wisdom. It's not impossible.
I would like to use wisdom, trying to feel the flow of the air around when she's striking, and trying to, using my knowledge of the techniques I've been taught before, to try and gauge how it's moving.
Okay, roll with advantage.
You know,
She's gonna use inspiration.
20.
20? Okay. As she brings it down, sorry. As she brings down her sword, you sort of begin to stand your ground, and you remember what Tanis did a long time ago, whenever you guys were practicing with her a long time ago. Instead of taking it like a guardian would, or a guardian druid would, she would let it impact her just at the last moment, and she would flow with it. She beat it, so it's a clash, it's a tie. There's no defending in this situation. But you do still are able to flow with it, as you take less damage than you normally would have. You take half exactly, almost as if you deflected it, as you're able to fly in the air, landing on a rock, still slightly injured from that. But you see Katakuri's like, what? I tried to cut you in half!
She sort of looks down at herself and smiles, remembering what her master had said. Or what her master had done.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she did that.
As there will be a series of continuous rolls that are going to be happening here. But other than that, essentially she's going to be chasing you around the entire beach, and if you go to the Kambaji district, she'll be chasing you throughout the entirety of the Kambaji district. And that's your
I'll try to keep it to the beach around the Kambaji district.
Okay.
So that less people are there.
Alright, roll me a dexterity check.
Alright. That's a 7.
Do you have no more devil dice?
I do.
I'm not gonna use it?
No, fuck it. Is this contested? Or is this just a flat DC?
It is contested because you're training with a partner.
Okay. No. I won't then.
Alright. So, and then afterwards, roll me Constitution. A check.
Constitution.
This one's a flat DC.
14.
Okay. Are you gonna keep that?
I'll use the devil dice on that. I don't want exhaustion.
Alright.
15,
Well,
I guess.
And finally, roll me a wisdom check.
15.
Alright. So, throughout the entirety of the day, and for the rest of the day, and the going into night, you are chased by Katakuri relentlessly, almost as if she was a wild beast, and at a certain point, she even enters Devil Trigger.
What the fuck?
She said she was allowed to kill you.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
Unfortunately, you're gonna take some damage. She's only gonna be using her fist for this, so. Where are you? Where are you? There you are, Fairlin. Take 20 points of damage throughout the entirety of the night. And that 14 Constitution, or 15 Constitution check, you gain a level of exhaustion, and the DC for the Wisdom was, it was a 20. So
okay.
you also get a level of exhaustion for that, because you're trying to constantly, tap into, or forcefully so, tap into chakra or focus energy with the guidance of Harada, who's constantly keeping an eye on you throughout the entirety of the night. You even would see Shilong and Alex train if they do.
Do they see me?
They see you. We're gonna get to that.
Alright.
But yeah, that is you.
I don't know why. I had this image. It's like, oh no, that's just terrible form. Like, oh shit. Anyway.
All right. Skipping or moving away from you, Chiro, because that's gonna be a day. Also, mark down those numbers.
15 and 14?
All of the what's it called? The last set of numbers I asked you to roll.
Okay, so the Dex, the Constitution, and the Wisdom.
Yes.
Alright. Sure.
Mark down the total and put it in your notes.
Alright.
And label it as chakra training. Whoa. Okay. Shilong, you're going for your walk around the Kambaji district, correct?
Nothing too long.
Alright.
Just like 15 to 30 minutes.
15, 30 minutes? As you're walking around, you see the beach. And you see Phelan getting thrown onto the ground, punched. She's doing well. But Katakuri doesn't seem phased that much. She seems to be enjoying the rush. As, yeah, that's Phelan's running away from Katakuri as Harada's... it seems like Harada's trying to guide her, but in the way that, like, an asshole uncle who's teaching their nephew to box is teaching Phelan. Like, yeah,
alright, yeah.
Yeah, you just got a block, and he just fucking wails into...
Thanks for it. Just like, I'm sure Phelan really wasn't there, she'll just fly away.
Would you, Phelan?
If she was what?
In danger?
Like, really?
Oh, she's in danger of dying? Then yes. She, but I don't think she got to that point, considering her,
No.
current hit point total.
Then she'll just, like, nod, wish Phelan luck in his head, and then, go back to the house.
Alright. Eliora, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Question. Is someone still with me in the house? I think there was.
There's still a few people in the house.
Zora, Alex.
Cool. Give me a hot
Vincent,
second.
I
Which one does she want to interact with less right now? So Zora.
Oh, you realize this is the choice you're making.
Where would you be specifically? Like, would you still be in the same room because you never said you were going back down? Or...
Yeah. So it's probably just lounging at the moment.
By the way, whose sword was that was on Gray?
Thief, not sword.
Oh.
Well, it was a sword and sheath, so both.
Whose sword was that was resting on Gray? Was that, like, his, or...
Dragon genuinely just doesn't remember.
Yeah, it was Harada's sword, but I don't think anyone really axed.
Yeah, I don't think Zora knows that. I think that's... I'm not all too sure myself, honestly.
Okay. Just wondering.
I don't know how important it was or anything, but maybe it helped. Maybe it didn't. Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Well, I should probably go at least shower since I don't know how long Phelan's going to be.
We don't have showers. We have bathtubs.
That works. Oh, that's even better. I get to actually relax.
Also, make sure you don't go to the first on the left. There's a lot of soap on the floor still. That hasn't been cleaned.
What happened?
Don't
Actually,
worry about it. Don't
not
ask
my
too many
problem.
questions.
It's not my problem.
Damn right, it's not your problem. What traumatized look from Zora.
Alright.
So she's gonna go take a bath.
Alright, there are multiple baths. There are 4. One is being currently used. The other one is locked off. So it's 2.
The rooms are rather, I guess you wouldn't know, but there's water. You can hear water coming from one of the rooms. The one on the right, when you enter.
Okay, then she'll go the one furthest from that doesn't have soap in it.
Alright, you do so.
And
So bottom left.
Yeah, she's gonna take a bath. She's gonna have her bag with her, which would have her not combat clothes in it.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You can take a bath.
Yeah, just give me a quick second.
Alex, you hear someone walking by and going into another room.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Pokes head out. Sees. Good time. Okay. Hey.
Hey, I was just gonna go take a bath.
Same as last time. Another charisma save. I got a 9. Anyway.
Oof.
Just looks at you. We have to pay for water. It's best you come in here.
Okay. Okay. She'll go in there, put down the bag that has her normal people clothes in it.
By the way, you see that they're not just baths. You see that they're 15-foot tubs, and there's 2 of them in the room.
Hey, Daz, quick question due to wording.
Yeah.
Would the word dissolve mean that it would melt, or would it just fade, or would it just disappear for one of my spells?
What's the spell?
Frigid Barrier.
It would. Depends. In what context?
Is it
Well,
concentration?
the question, it's concentration. The question is, she might bring up she can make water if she needs to, if it doesn't just vaporize itself.
Since it's magic, it would disappear after being cast.
Understandable.
What does happen?
She'll undo her ponytail and get ready to take a bath.
Just to give you as much space as possible without, you turning on the other bath. Alex will just be on the other side. And she'll just stare at you as she gets clean. The entire time.
Okay. Good to be a Okay, well, I roll something. See if you actually fucking say this. Cool. You know, if you want to keep looking, you can just ask.
I've been looking the entire time and I haven't asked. I didn't know I need permission.
Usually I would rather people ask, but I don't really care, honestly. At the moment, I am tired today, to say the least.
Just quietly stares at you, is taking in. Really, she's just really studying like your face. It looks like she's really looking at you, like uncomfortably hard. Just staring.
She would. She'd probably stare back at you for a couple, like maybe 30 seconds to a minute, shrug, and get in the bath.
Same thing during the bath.
Is there something on my face? Like, is there something you need to tell me?
No. Do I need a reason to look at you?
Guess not. People don't normally do it without a reason.
No, I don't think I have a reason. Stare. That's it.
She'll stop talking about it if you don't really have a
After a
reason.
bit, Zora.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you don't make any mention to talk about anything, then
Well,
yeah.
After a bit, Zora,
Yeah.
you finish recreating your masterpiece by accident, and then you hear voices in a bathroom. For a bit,
Zora
it's
does not
quiet.
think. Zora does not think much about it. She just knows she hears Eliora. She quickly opens the door and throws it towards you.
As it lands,
I know, Dad.
What?
And then she realized, she also, before that reaction happens, she sees Alex and just fucking bolts.
as this
I'd
quick
like
series
to
of
I'd like to try and
Hold on,
slide
hold
a
on, hold on.
hand, like
okay, try and
cutscene.
grab it. Go for it. Do it.
Do I roll something for that?
No, you just soft lob it into the thing.
What is this thing?
Oh, you'll see.
Don't worry about it.
Hopefully you won't.
What does it look like?
Huh?
11.
Huh?
You're able to grab it,
Damn it!
but your hands are wet. As you grab it, you're like, yes, and then you realize the soap suds start to bubble from your palm. You're like, oh no. And
But when Zora, when Zora realizes Alex is in there, she closes the door and bolts.
as a huge soap explosion, a soap grenade, if you will, is let off in the bathroom yet again. Now 2 of the bathrooms are full of soap.
Just like to imagine, like real quick, just like it's like, oh yeah, I should probably head back to like to the house. Just hears a fucking grenade go off.
Yeah, it's
I'm
an
gonna
audible
have to clean
it's
this
an
up,
audible
aren't I?
noise, by the way. Also,
No, she is.
also Alex, you take
So,
8 points. You take 8 points of thunder damage as the
What?
shockwave.
My God.
You rolled
Really?
really well.
What did I roll? Fucking
Roll-
show me, please.
All right, here. The DC to recreate it was a 12. You got a 23.
I got a 19. Oh my god.
Um,
I was just shy of that way.
if they're taking 7 thunder damage, do I do that thing? I could if I really.
I didn't know you take damage.
Takes 8 thunder
So
damage as it explodes in your hand. If you didn't grab onto it, you wouldn't have taken the damage. But the sheer force of it exploding in your hands. If you aren't half demons, your hands would be broken. That's for sure.
Oh my god.
Actually, what I would like to do, if they're going to take damage, is I'm going to use one of my charges of Channel Divinity to take half of it.
Okay.
Wouldn't this count as a surprise round?
No,
What?
because Alex grabbed onto it and then realized it, and there was like a whole in between before it exploded.
Alright.
So I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. So yeah, Alex, you take 4 instead. Eliora, you also take 4. As Eliora, you get knocked back slightly. You're like, ah! As you look at your hand, as it stings.
I'm
She
so dead.
so
would like
Alex
please-
just
Well,
like you can't see her because of the soap.
Yeah, Elior, for your perspective, the entire bathroom is covered in soap. You cannot see. You are effectively blind.
Flashbang.
If you could see Eliora, you would see her blink once, and she would just start keeling over laughing.
Just this is a 5x5 room where it's 5 feet each. It's a
25-foot square room, and it's completely covered.
Yep. By harmless soap.
you just hear the water come off of Alex as she's just standing, and she just walks over to you. So like, you were, it's like, don't drown. I'm laughing.
She would
Just-
still be laughing.
Yeah. She just like, don't drown laughing, and just grabs your arm to like pull you to the edge.
Not gonna drown.
And she's just going to,
Such a lively group.
I'm gonna drown that cat. She's going to clean both of these rooms. And just wet with soap coming off her, not even grabbing her clothes, she's going to walk. Him. Zara.
So you're walking around the house completely naked as soap basically censors you.
Yes.
She'll only you come back.
Oh, okay. No, can I not?
No, you come back. You come back. As Zora, I want you to roll me stealth in the tower. And
Oh,
Alex,
no.
I want you to roll me perception in the tower.
I'm gonna roll. Could I roll survival, Daz? Could I?
Are you
Can I
hunting?
nudge?
Are you hunting?
I want to track this little shit down. Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
questioning if this is worth a devil dice. I won't lie to you.
I like to imagine just
Oh, sorry. That was out there.
Re-roll it in the tower.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll it.
Chance.
can I just say I like to imagine
Yeah, what's up? What's upon?
since I am there, I like to imagine just Shilong just sees a Alex who's on a hunt naked while having convenient soap bubbles is on her.
Tasteful censorship.
Tasteful censorship, of course. And, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Not even gonna ask.
You hear
I'm just gonna go
Eliora
meditate.
probably laugh dying from downstairs.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
not
just gonna go
downstairs,
to
in the other room.
Oh,
Actually, you don't
in
have
the
the
other
map.
room.
You don't have the
Actually,
map. Let me
yeah,
get
I
that
do
for you.
not have
actually not
map.
meditate. I'm just gonna go test out that jukebox.
Okay. Oh my god.
Actually, all of my maps have been cleared again. What the fuck?
Why?
Oh, I
I
have
don't
0.
know.
I didn't realize there's been maps this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
There's a
the
map for
first
this
one.
place, but yeah, nobody really uses it. But I tend to look at it whenever we're in the house.
What's a
Fair
good
enough.
theme to play? Does anyone have the Benny Hill theme?
Hold on.
On it.
I was thinking the Friday the 13th song.
Copyright, guys.
Shit.
No. You see, that's the song in canon that's happening.
Yeah.
I just like, all right, what songs are on here? It's like, oh, hey, there's this one.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, okay. Huh.
I got found, didn't I? I got
I like-
found, didn't
Alex, so Zora, you're curled up, hiding wherever you're hiding.
I?
You cover your mouth. You hear your heart in your chest.
Sora.
As you hear footsteps on the second floor. Getting closer. Closer.
I need to check my spell list.
Closer. And Alex,
Mm-hmm.
you look under Phelan's bed and you see a curled up, hiding Zora. Her eyes wide, pupils dilated.
Oh wait,
Mage
under
armor.
Phelan's bed?
Yeah, under Phelan's
Yeah.
bed.
Oh, there's also something else under there.
What's under Phelan's bed?
The bracelet that she bought with you guys on that shopping trip is also under the bed, still in the bag, like still in the
You
box.
see the snake there? Get your own idea.
Just suddenly, like, out from under the bed, like Tom and Jerry, like Tom scared by something, like hair standing on end.
Oh,
Just something brushed your back and you just freaked out.
Yeah. But I'd like to cast mage armor on myself.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Guys, you don't need to
Just
talk.
going.
You don't need to talk as her, but I like to imagine just Majul and Chilon just sipping tea to this.
Yeah. They're like, well, I didn't know. I didn't. Which was like, I didn't. It was funny the first time, and it's actually really funny this time.
I'd like to point out that Majol
First
still
time?
has that shit ton of tea she made.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I'm drinking some of that tea.
For instance,
Just-
you have the map now.
I do.
So you see all these barrels?
Yeah.
That's all tea. Anyway, moving on.
God damn it, Majol.
That was there
So-
before.
Yeah.
She.
So much.
So yeah, I basically just rushed to the door and it's like, shh, shh. It's okay, Sora. It's okay. Closes the door behind me.
Oh no.
It's
Oh no.
all okay.
We're gonna
I
cut away.
guessed it.
We're gonna cut away from this.
I guessed it. Nick.
Do you actually?
No. No, I
Okay.
can't. No, I can't.
We're gonna move away from this absolute abject horror and
More cats screaming.
Do enjoy my bath.
More cats screeching.
I don't know why, but I just have this image of just like fucking naked Alex just dragging a Zora like
But-
by the collar or like by their shirt and just dragging them to the bath.
not again.
Please don't take me back.
We're gonna cut away from this.
That's fair.
Vincent.
Yeah.
One violation of privacy later.
You're going to the precinct, right?
Yeah.
All right. As you're going, excuse me, you're going, and you know where it is. It's easy to find because people tell you if you ask. It's not that big a deal. You end up going to the police station. As you enter, you see a female police officer or a secretary of sorts at the desk and says, "Hello, how may I help you?"
I'm here to fill out for an incident earlier.
Fill out a report. What incident?
I just go over what I was asked to come down and
You show your demon hunting badge at least?
yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay. Can you take a seat in the waiting room, please?
And he'll do so.
You take a seat. As you go sit down, you're waiting for a bit. As you're waiting, roll me D100.
Alright. 58.
58? Okay. As you're sitting in the waiting room, you watch as getting something. I'm getting a thing. You see a woman talking to the police. As you see, I'm only gonna show this to Vincent. It's always usually Vincent that sees this shit, right? It's fucking hilarious. You see this woman wearing a trench coat, tie, and a trilby, I guess is what you would call it. Rolling perception as she begins to go to a room and she begins to talk.
Alright. 21.
You're able to pick up what she's talking about as you hear her say, yes, Annabelle, a member of Virtue. I'm here looking for another member of Virtue. We wouldn't happen to see a man, yay tall, with a sword, 2 swords, trench coat. As the people say, we haven't seen anybody by that name, or seen anybody by that description. She then says, have you at least seen a man, dark skin, white hair? I'm currently looking for him, and I need to find this man to go look for him. His name is Keskaban. He's done something, and I need to fix it. As the person says, no, we don't know who that is, unfortunately. If we find out any information, we will definitely tell you. Alright. Have a good day. She leaves the room, and she goes down the opposite hallway that you're in, and she exits. As the police officer comes back and he gives you some forms, he's like, alright, so just write all this down. Write down what happened, the reasons, etc., etc.
Ah, fuck.
You can say you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do so, that takes about an hour. Because they start asking you questions like, so what's it actually like? You know, do anything? You're really young. Why are you doing this thing? And there's a bunch of girls. A secretary is like, you're actually a demon hunter. I thought it was a lie.
Not I.
She starts asking you questions about your work life and the such.
If it makes the time go quicker, then I answer just a few questions I'm at.
Alright. She has asked the question, are you free on Friday?
I actually have plans. I'm sorry.
You're not fun. Alright, well maybe next time. What do you want me to say? He's got a... What's your charisma, buddy?
18.
Yeah. What's your constitution?
18.
Yeah. 2 of his physical stats. And his charisma. But either way. Yeah, it takes about an hour and a half to fill that out, plus the questions. You end up going back, which takes you another hour.
Mm-hmm.
But do you do anything while you're going back?
I'm gonna go to try and find Harada.
You sure can. You go by to find Harada. Doing so, it takes you about an extra hour to do so.
Mm.
But by the time you do,
10 o'clock at this point.
yeah, you see Phelan sweating, breathing heavy as Harada's just sitting down on a rock, eating what seems to be dumplings. And he's like, "You got it, Phelan." As you see Katakuri in Devil Trigger, trying to kill Phelan.
She's doing well.
She's doing really well.
How is Phelan's demeanor looking?
She looks focused.
Alright. I won't,
She also looks very tired.
yeah, I won't interrupt them too. And I'll go to Harada.
Oh, Vincent, how you doing?
Hey there. Just got back from the precinct, actually.
Oh.
Mm.
Ugh.
There's a woman there asking for you.
What does she look like?
I give a base description, and she also mentioned she was from Virtue. I assume your new partner?
He puts his head in his
Or
hands.
someone just following you around?
Oh, come on. Ugh.
She has no leads to where you are.
If it's who I
She'd
think
have
it
to
is,
know.
she's not my new partner. She's a member of Virtue that usually goes on solo expeditions.
Apparently she needs you to try and find Cascabon.
Well, yeah, because Keskabon was my partner. You didn't tell her where I was, did you?
From what I saw, she didn't notice me.
She notices everything.
Well, she didn't say anything.
Fair enough. Phelan! Katakuri! As Katakuri stops attacking you, Phelan.
Just sort of skids back and just looks over, panting heavily. Yeah.
Train's gonna have to stop.
Oh my god, I thought I was dead.
She just takes a second to breathe. Because at this point, it's been 3 hours of non-stop training.
Yep. As Katakuri's like, what? I was just about to... And then Harada's like, no. We have to go. Phelan. I can't be here to supervise you anymore, but I can tell you one thing.
She walks toward him so that he doesn't have to yell to talk to her.
Mm-hmm. Your aptitude for skills and your dexterity and your agility, they're admirable. You can be a sword saint, but it would be the hard way. You wouldn't truly unlock much. It would be half and half. I can teach you... Well, you're already halfway there. But the problem here being... Since you... And how I observed this whole fight... You're really good at evading. Ducking, dodging, and weaving when need be.
Just trying not to rely too much on my magical defenses.
You didn't rely on your physical attributes that much, from what I saw. Mental. You strategize. It's not a bad thing. By God, it's an incredible thing. But as a sword saint, you kill first, ask questions later. I expected you to go for the throat, but I guess that's just the way I was brought up. There were numerous times when you could have slashed or killed her, or at least tried to kill her.
She sheaths her sword.
You can learn the techniques, but you'll never truly be a sword saint.
That one line.
She sort of chuckles to herself and puts her hands on her hips, like looking up at the sky. Just dark at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Kill first, ask questions later. That one line. That's not me.
I assumed. He goes into his bag and he gives you some dumplings that he didn't eat. Here.
She sort of, she'll take them.
Do you eat them?
Yeah, he takes a bite.
Alright, do you eat all of it or you just take a bite?
Oh, I eat all of it.
Alright, heal
She's
10.
fucking hungry, dude.
Heal 15. He gives you 3.
Heal 15?
Yep.
Nice.
Alright.
Damn.
Each dumpling heals 5 hit points.
Alright. Yeah, she eats these and then...
Okay. Thank you. Well, I guess from this point on, be back to training on my own.
But now
I have a place.
I want you to focus on something when you're training alone. Alright? He kneels down, he sort of scoots over to your stomach, and he pokes right above your belly button.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of like grinds his finger there. At that point, if you try to do any techniques, focus on that point. That's where chakra is built.
Well, guess in that case I'm in a better place than I ever was before.
I
actually have something to look to now.
Don't kill yourself trying to learn stupid techniques, though. Vincent, keep an eye on her. She's stupider than she looks.
I'll look out for her.
Katakura, we're leaving. She's like, but sister! And Harada's like, we're leaving, Katakura. We'll see her again. She sort of pouts and...
You wanna leave any...
Looks to Katakuri.
You wanna leave any messages for her?
She thinks, no, it'd be pointless.
Alright.
Tell her, though, I will kill her if she dies.
Will do.
She's pouting as she leaves because she didn't get to kill you, and she falls out of her out of.
Yeah, so they're walking away.
Yep, they leave.
Alright, Phelan falls over onto the sand.
Face plant.
Not faceplant. She goes on her back.
Oh,
Like
that's more painful.
arms spread out. It's sand, so I don't think it'll hurt too much, but still,
It
yeah.
doesn't.
She just looks up at the sky and goes, "That is not what I was expecting when he said he'd train me."
What exactly were you expecting then?
Tips on techniques. I guess I was expecting a lot more like what I'd been trained in previously. But God, was I wrong? She sort of like puts a hand on. She puts a hand on one of her wounds, like probably like a slash in her arm.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like she's about to heal it, but then she stops. And just takes her hand off. Not yet. She's gonna try to stand up and looks to Vincent. Everything turn out well with the police?
Yeah. Got the stuff filled out. Really talkative, some of them. No.
How? Well,
They're
it's
more
not.
curious about the whole devil hunt thing.
It's not every day you get to see. Well, I imagine it's not every day they get to see a devil hunter.
I think it's more because of my age. That was making it up.
Yeah. Well, you are younger compared to all the people I've seen in this profession.
Yeah.
How old are you actually? Wait, no, I asked that question earlier. No.
Yeah, he said earlier he'd be 20 in a few weeks.
Yeah. She takes another deep breath before we do like, what's your birthday, by the way?
2 weeks from today.
Hey, Daz, can you put that on the calendar for me?
Sure thing.
So the 5th.
Yeah. Because it has an option on the calendar to make a log entry, but when I click it, it doesn't do anything. So.
Because you're not God.
Why is it giving you the option?
I don't know. You think you're God?
No. Okay. So at this point, would got any other errands you need to run, or you going home together?
No, I think I'm good for today.
Alright. I am gonna take a bath when I get home, and then promptly pass the bucket out.
Oh, jeez. Continue.
I actually need to check what effects I have right now. Because I know I have disadvantage on checks. I don't know what the second level is. Exhaustion. My speed is halved, so she's having a bit of trouble walking.
Also, one of the things that I loved that Harada said, and immediately I thought was, like, don't kill yourself trying to learn, focusing those techniques. Kill other people focusing on those techniques.
Don't try to kill yourself learning those techniques. Looks at the training he just made me do. What?
Kill other people trying to learn those techniques.
Oh, jeez.
I just like.
I'm so glad you said that line, Daz.
Quickly, I like how we made the sword say way more murderous.
Yeah, it's like that is. Whew. It's like kill first, ask questions later. Valen's just straight up like that's not me. Reason she didn't try to kill Katakure, even though she was trying to kill her. It's like, no, Alex would be sad. There's no reason to kill her.
That's where your weakness is, Faven.
Don't worry, I'm just,
Killing the
helping
cat.
a young. I'm just helping a young cat learn some manners.
I didn't. Zora did not think you were in there.
No. It's fine. It's fine. You're gonna terrorize the guest not even 10 minutes after they've been a guest.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Not terrorizing. I'm helping her bath.
I just.
Also, who's gonna clean all of that? I'll tell you who. I'll tell you who.
Leave me alone.
Do we get home?
Tomorrow, that's gonna be your project.
Wait, where are y'all discussing this? Out of curiosity.
Oh no. That's just gonna be gonna be up in that room. Just
Okay,
Oh.
so
Back.
Elior, I can't hear you. Elior was going to offer something. She'll just offer it without prompt then, probably.
I'm back.
Welcome
Okay.
me.
Alright, so what I miss?
Yes.
Alright. What was the last thing I left at?
Phelan and Vincent were walking home.
Alright. So, cutting away from you guys then. Middle of the day, or still not middle of the day. Still before, Harada leaves.
6, 7.
Yeah. Shilong, Alex. What's going on?
Well, after what happens with Zora happens,
You'll just hear like the door slam open, and just tugging on her ear out of the room. Now, tomorrow morning, I want those 2 bathrooms and you to become very acquainted. I don't want any soap. Okay?
Cat screeching.
I don't care how you do it, magic or no. Fix them.
They're not broken.
Really? Then let's go take a bath, right?
Oh no!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Try to claw away.
Lets go of your ear and just slaps your ass and like, now march. Fucking hell.
So that happens.
Shilong, you're just there with Majul drinking tea.
thank you for the team, Vigil.
She nods.
You learn a lesson?
Alex just. Oh yeah, so she'll be walking past you before I do. Need to put clothes on.
Soap said
Young.
still censoring you.
Young is very, very intently focusing on this tea. He is fighting
Well-
every primal urge to do or look at anything.
Well, no, because like I just pulled her out of the room. I'm going back in there to put on clothes before I walk by.
Ah, damn it. Oh well.
Right.
So I have a quick question. Is there a drain in this room? Or
Yes.
no?
There's.
Oh, cool.
Or what do you mean by drain?
Like away for the water that
water.
overflows to
Yes.
drain out.
Yes.
All James
Don't
needs
you
to
dare
go.
make her job easier.
Please look
Well,
easier.
you see, she probably would.
You are very sweet. This annoys me.
She's gonna cast Create Water,
Okay.
and actually, no, wait. Would the drain be in the bath?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Scratch that. God, do I waste a 3rd level spell slot for this? Because I think it'll be fun. Yeah, fuck it. She's gonna cast Frigid Barrier and angle it in such a way that it forms below the soap and will push it into the bath as she drains it.
Thank you.
Alright. You do it.
But yeah. Anyway, Alex.
Just looks to you. Yeah. What is it? What?
Ready to drink?
Train? Oh. Wait. Oh. We're doing that. You should give people heads up.
I said it to you yesterday.
Oh my god. Double
She's
digits.
gonna not.
Double digits.
What are the double digits?
Oh my god.
I got a 14 minus a D4, so 4.
But a 10.
A 10. Minor success.
Just on the verge of double digits.
Just looks at you. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's about time that we're finally getting to this. I mean, it's only been a weekend and it's only been a busy day, but I mean, I guess this is going to be good to relieve a little bit of stress.
I should head off. So, find a nice abandoned alley or a house or something that's not here.
Just looks at clothes. Fine. And just like goes and gets her like her mission clothes and
Ninja gear.
yeah. And I'll bring my katana, Tonto, and my brand new toy. Courtesy of Vincent. I'll get to use on you first.
Alright, so God.
Oh yeah.
And by God I mean my master. His feelings got ask in his head. Alright, so how does this work exactly?
Since my throat is killing me and I can't do a voice right now, she would explain how to do it. Would essentially be that you have to both make charisma and wisdom saving throws to link up your minds, essentially, to give that spiritual, your inland or your inland empire or your mind palace form for both of you, so that you can intervene and join. If you guys are not on a wavelength similar enough, there will be ramifications. There is also a need for no emotional attachment during this moment.
Okay.
So we have to desensitize like emotions.
Hmm.
Well, that's fucking.
Which is why you need the charisma save and the wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
But yeah.
Alright. Xion will after you're done getting dressed and gathering your weapons, Xion will lead you to a nice secluded part that he scoped out on his walk of the district.
Mm.
Like, get into a meditative stance. This is gonna be weird.
There's also, if you're trying to train for the feat, it's more physical
Yeah.
labor. But if you're trying to train for Dragon Key, it's this.
I was gonna try to train for feet, martial arts feet.
Alright, then you don't need to do this.
Yeah, because she told me to do that one first.
Yeah, because if you unlock Dragon Key, a lot of things go easier.
Oh. Wait, with both of these things I need Alex's help for? Or someone else's help for?
For
based on
Dragon
this.
Key, you need help for.
Alright.
Everything else is secondary. You can get help from Alex, but you need a partner to unlock Dragon Key.
Okay. Alright, so which one should I do first?
Daz, I imagine it doesn't matter for me because I'd be getting training for the feat either way. Since I can't really get Dragon Key.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter for you.
I guess the Dragon Key one we can handle another day. Let's try to go for just the martial arts feat.
Alright. So, you guys get to a secluded spot. Oh, man. Okay. We'll end soon. You guys get to a very secluded spot. A quiet area where you guys can, train and go all out. Shilong, you remember the basic training that you've done when you were at the temple. There's going to be 4 checks involving this, and you guys can flavor it any way you want. All right? Well, there's going to be 4. There's going to be 3 physical checks involving unarmed strikes or weaponry. Then there's going to be 3 neutral checks. All right? Which is an ability score. All right? Each one has a DC. You cannot use double dice for this. All right. So first off, unarmed strikes. You guys can flavor this however you want. I can't right now. I would love to. My throat hurts. You guys, well, I'll try. You guys get into a stance. You guys prepare to fight. Make a weapon attack against each other.
A weapon attack?
Or an unarmed strike. Just an attack against each other.
I'll make an unarmed strike.
Alex, just after getting here, changes away from Shilong rather than usual, and we'll just pull out her silvered katana. Actually, no, I'll be nice. I'll be using the Tanta, actually.
All right.
No, I want to fucking go for him.
Which is it?
I am going to be pulling out the... Both. That's my answer. Both.
All right. She begins to dual wield the Tanto and the katana that was given to her by Harada. And both of you roll it into the tower, friend.
Tower? That tower? The tower we speak of.
Yes, the tower.
Okay.
All right. Alex, you begin to train against Shilong. As Shilong comes striking at you, you bring up your swords. You try to deflect all the strikes, but you then realize that in a close quarters situation, Shilong outmatches you in every capacity. He seems to outmaneuver you. He seems to outskill you. As, unfortunately, Alex, you did not meet the DC. Shilong did. Shilong just made the DC. As Shilong, you're able to get into a good rhythm. And since you succeeded this check, the DC for you is decreased. Alex, is the same for you. Once again, roll it into the tower.
So every success or every
Every success,
one?
the DC decreases by a set number.
Okay.
You failed the check, so it did not decrease.
Okay.
So do we roll another strike or?
An attack roll into the tower, if you so please.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, that's crazy. As Alex, as you're being pushed back by Shilong training, you're beginning to understand the motion of his movements as he's also directing you on, like, you shouldn't use force. You should be using more of your body and your mind to simulate an attack. And as you realize that, Shilong, you get an 11, and Alex, you get a 21.
Yeah, Alex, before, just once again, with how fast he is, was mostly on the defensive, and now she's, like, trying to keep up with him and really go for it.
This shocks you, Shilong, as she's not using martial arts per se, she's using raw instinct, which is also even more shocking at this. Almost as if her body's naturally adept for using, for fighting. This shocks you, so you do not decrease the DC anymore. Alex, your DC decreases. And last roll into the tower, an attack roll.
All right. I'm going to. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to add a little bit of flair to it, where she's going to toss the Tonto up in the air and dual wield the. Well, not dual. She's going to two-hand the katana.
And I'll add flavor.
Before going for an attack and then trying to hit him with both.
Alright.
And I'll add flavor since I'm being dual wield against. As the speed of his punches start to increase, you see lightning starts to go off.
What?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah?
I have to put the dice somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, crazy enough, you both tied the roll.
Oh.
As you guys are both, Shilong, what was the flavor you said?
As the speed of his punches increases, noting that Alex is trying to adapt to his moves, lightning starts to come off his punches, to counteract her sword strikes.
All right. As this is happening, Shilong, you increase the speed and motion of your punches so much so that you begin to tap in to the dragon inside of you, releasing lightning from your fist, crackling from your knuckles as it begins to leave after images. As you're able to parry both of Alex's strikes. But as this is happening, she gets behind you, she grabs the Tonto, she gets to stab you in the back. But before that can happen, you also throw a punch under her chin, anticipating the movement. You both succeed.
Whew.
You both succeed. This training would have
If anybody's
lasted...
ever seen... If anybody's ever seen Revengeance, when the senator goes for that punch and just like it just grazes and it's like.
None of you were able to land any significant strikes in that last exchange, but you both succeeded 2 of the checks, which is very important. Now, since you're training for the martial arts feat, I need y'all to roll me. Oh, okay. Hey, I need y'all to roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. In the tower?
No,
or
just out in the open.
Can I use a devil dice?
You can't use double
No,
dice
I
on
remember.
Damn it! All right.
Yeah.
After a bit, after that, intervals between which these incredible flurries are happening. Also, what'd you guys roll?
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
After these incredible flurries, you guys begin to back off, taking it much slower, not really pushing yourselves too far, basically gauging each other's before each flurry ignites. Neither of you sort of stick. Nothing really sticks in this moment. It's all instinctual. Or actually no. Roll a wisdom set or wisdom check. Sorry.
Wisdom check?
Yes.
Funny, just a little question, Daz.
What's up?
In the asylum, the demon inside me basically said, that they didn't want to like come out and have to save my ass again. Would I be able to substitute the wisdom for intelligence by deliberately trying to use my own like being instead of like tapping into anything? Like I understand if
roll me D100
it's
into
not,
the tower.
but
Roll
yeah.
D100 into the tower. Roll high or low. High or low.
All right. Wait, hold on.
I'm the going to go with rolls.
Right click. Percentile. Tower. High.
High.
Hi.
Remembering what you said, remembering what your inner demon said at the asylum to not let him, save your ass again. You begin to analyze what Shilong's doing and sort of begins to put it to memory. Instead of relying on instinct and your senses as Shilong is, you decide to rely heavily more on intelligence. So roll it. Roll your intelligence check.
All right.
You just barely.
Whew.
You got a 56.
Right.
Just barely.
Yeah, that's a spooky one.
15. Both of you are trying your best. You're trying to jot it down to memory instead of using your instincts as Shilong is. Shilong, it's been a while because you've mostly been doing visual training, right? You haven't fully trained out in the open like this in a long time. The most you've ever done was beating up civilian or thugs and hooligans, right? It kicks in at the last moment, but it's still jarring, right? Final check, Constitution.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a now on.
Are you kidding me?
We are 2 in sync, Han. We are 2 in sync.
What'd you guys roll, bitches?
I got a 6.
I got a 3. He got a nat 1. I got a 2.
No, you
got a 2. I got a 2. You got a nat 1.
Yeah. Sorry. He got a 2. Yeah, he got a 2. I got a nat 1.
Under the bus,
Sorry.
how dare you? But after a
Wow.
few motions, Shilong's able to outlast you just enough. As you get really tired, as Shilong's able to knock you down to the ground. As you begin to breathe heavy, as you have a level of exhaustion. Shilong, you also have a level of exhaustion, but you're not knocked to the ground. You just win out.
Interesting. Gonna try and trip him.
You gonna try and trip him? Alright, roll an
I'm gonna try and
attack.
trip him.
Roll an attack roll against him. Unarmed strike attack.
Unarmed strike attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
All right, so you try to do that shit as you hit your you try to I assume it's like a kick, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
It's a sweep.
You hit your leg on metal.
Boom! Rolls up your entire body.
Oh, will you?
Shilong, this whole experience, it's nice. You haven't really trained with anybody in a long time. You get to thinking, Alex, and you get to thinking about everything that's happened.
Oh, wow.
Because of training, I gave myself advantage, but jeez. Okay, so that's a charisma save. 19 minus D4. So I got an 18.
Oh,
You
above
you
10.
Ultra instinct. But at this moment, Shilong, you feel a reminiscent feeling. You look down at Alex, and you see two images in front of you. You see Baihao, and you see your master. It's a nice feeling that you finally have someone to train with. And it's a nice feeling you finally did it. But Alex, you hit yourself, you're like, fucking shit!
Oh yeah, she's like, you know, when I said I thought you were really good and at this, and you were plenty hard, I didn't mean like this. I thought it was more in like a, like you know, like a sexual way. I was trying to tease you. Fuck, this hurts.
Yeah. Next time when you're down, stay down when you lose.
Alex, this feels refreshing.
All right.
Other than your sister,
Really?
In this moment, since you rolled so high, you have never really had someone to teach you anything.
Yeah.
You've had people to guide you.
I've had mentors.
You never had someone who's actively trying to steer you in a direction. Instead of mentors relying on your natural ability, you meet someone whose natural ability far exceeds yours, and they put into training to do so as well. You're finally starting to understand those images that Shilong sent to your mind a long time ago. She was already really good. He was already naturally good at it. But there were people at the temple that were always better, which made Shilong, in turn, force himself to
Want
get better.
to be even better.
Yes. And this is, you sort of gain that feeling, and you sort of like can't help but smile at the sudden realization that, oh my god, my talent isn't enough, and I actually have to put in the work.
Yeah, she'll just like add a little bit of style and like swing her legs and throw herself up.
You do so with relative ease.
And just like, come on, Shilong. I mean, I know we're both tired, but like, not like we have anything to do tomorrow. I'm not going to work, and oh wait, you have a match.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Does she?
No, wait,
Help me.
no. You don't know that because I specifically didn't tell you that.
Yeah, no one's told you.
But didn't you tell me during our talk?
I mentioned there was something he wanted to say to you, but he's waiting until you're not love potion.
Right. So yeah, in that case, you don't have anything to do tomorrow, and
Actually,
oh come on, don't like make something up on the last second.
not
Go
something on
again.
the last
Another
second.
fight.
Calm down. I was
She'll
waiting.
just like cling on your arm. Like,
I was waiting to see if you're actually able to control yourself while you were love potion before I said this.
I think I did decently.
Sort of. I'm just glad the love potion ran out before I actually came home. But in any case, I say you earned it. I have a match. I get in an underground fighting ring that I gotta head to tomorrow. I was just gonna, not tell anyone, or at least invite Phelan to just come along.
Alex is just like she's just holding on to your arm, and then her hair's just covering her eyes. And you didn't tell me?
I was gonna, but you know, then everything happened, and then I don't really know whether or not should I.
She just throws her head up. You see, like eyes sparkling. And you didn't tell me, but you're doing it now. So that means you want me to see you fight.
I don't know. It depends.
Don't try and be modest. You're not a modest person. You like to show off. Come on, big show off. Don't you want to show everyone your fight?
You know, I'm plenty modest, but in any case, yeah, sure, yeah,
Who's the
sure.
strongest in the group then?
I am. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
hey, that's just fact.
Totally not Phelan, right?
Oh, not failing. Of course not.
Of course.
Anyway, but yes. Tomorrow I'm heading over to. Was that Aqua Point, right, Des?
It was not at Aqua Point. It was
Devil's side.
Devil's Side.
Devil's side.
I like how you know that.
She's been
Of course I
marking
know
down.
At Devil's Side.
So, am I hearing road trip?
Yes, road trip.
By the way, since you're bringing this up to me now, well, something that needs to be brought up tomorrow, before or after, before I get distracted by the mention of an amazing performance. We need to talk, everyone, tomorrow. I'm not going to work, and Gray is gonna need to be monitored. So, tomorrow we're all going to sit and talk about what we're doing next.
Sure.
As you guys are talking, you see Katakure and Phelan. Phelan from Katakure and Katakure punching Phelan out of the sky. As you see Harada walk past you guys and be like, hey! Anyway. No, you're doing it wrong!
Every time that you say like, oh, she's doing well, and then every time someone sees it, it's like, no, she's getting her ass kicked.
It's called Oliver's Law.
exactly.
It's called Oliver's Law. I don't know what you want from me. We've discussed this. You only do good when no one's watching. That's the fact. Anyway, moving on.
So I imagine me and you were probably, instead of like somewhere secluded, we were just like a few blocks away from the house in like an alley, in like one of the
Like an alley.
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just see Phelan get out, right? Oh, hey, she's improving.
Oh.
She didn't get knocked
No.
down that time.
That red color on her really suits her. She almost looks prettier when she's bleeding.
It's a concerning statement.
Concerning statement, but in any case.
Thank you, Sheila.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you would as well, you know, if it was the same.
That's
Don't
not
worry.
what I meant, and I kind of find that weird. That's
She
what
just-
you assumed I meant.
She just tiptoes and like puts a hand on your cheek. Don't worry. When we get your body back, I'll see exactly how you look when you're bleeding.
You are definitely one of a kind, Alex.
That sounds like a compliment. I'm going to take it as a compliment.
Do so.
Also, do you think the two of them are actually going to work out? Vernon and Vincent?
Young love.
I give them a year.
Wow, you're that generous?
I mean, Vincent is my partner. Gotta have some faith in the guy. And Phelan is like, you know, the second most attractive person here. So,
Oof.
gotta give her
Who's the
some
first?
credit.
Alright, no. Honestly, the main problem with the path is their work, and Vincent's tunnel vision, but and somewhat Phelan's tunnel vision.
Oh, you mean how she is determined to help people, even when she should help herself?
Exactly.
Yeah, she would make a terrible mother as she is right now.
Luckily, I don't think we have to worry about that anytime soon. As Shilong says, not knowing the thing about fairies.
Just looking. I mean, hey, you don't know. Maybe me and her can get together. I mean, if you're not, fast on the draw and strong enough to keep up. Plus, we need to get your body back. Who knows?
Strong enough not to keep up. That's a laugh. Coming from the person you just lost.
Yeah. You got robot parts. It's cheating. Called performance enhancements.
Oh, it's cheating?
I'm sorry.
And the half demon regeneration. No, that's fair.
I mean, I didn't use it.
I like to imagine you have this conversation while you guys are tired walking back home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is just gonna continue teasing, and for like the next 30 minutes, till she actually, her emotions die back down.
Is there anything you guys are gonna be doing? Real quick, you taking a long rest? You guys resting?
Yeah, to get rid of that exhaustion.
All right.
Yes, I am. I'd like to, definitely rest. But if this would only count for one activity, something I would like to do is try and catch a late night radio show and see if there's any detective stuff on.
You can do
damn
that.
it! I was gonna do that.
You can do that. Well, you guys both get inside and you can both, do so.
Just to signify some of my rogue training.
Eliora will probably be out and about at this point.
Eliora, you're up and about. Phelan, you walk inside. Eliora, you're there.
Oh, we're doing this now. I wanted. Okay.
Ah, shit.
Vincent
Can
and
I make
Phelan. Oh, okay. What's up?
Could I make one comment to Eliora?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, hot stuff. Don't be so cold to the cat.
Nani?
Okay. Y'all have a cat?
Zora would like to talk to you.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh,
yeah,
that reminds me. She would reach into her bag real quick at you before you leave. I ran the water for a little bit longer. She would reach into her bag and she would pull out $100. Hopefully, this is enough to cover the extra water bill.
No, keep it. But you can. No, keep it. But you can buy us food tomorrow.
Sure, that's fine by me.
Oh god, she's gonna make me pay for the water.
She offered to.
No, I mean, Alex is gonna make me Zora pay for it.
Oh no! I'm gonna make you clean any soap scum or anything in that room. I'm gonna make you fucking clean it.
I already cleaned one of them.
Just looks to Shilong. She's kind, but she's too kind. It annoys me.
Yeah. You gotta make someone suffer to make them learn a lesson.
I appreciate this. Make that $200 and get all of us food tomorrow. We can all have a nice little party as we talk about a thing before we head to a place.
She's gonna look at you pensively. Are you all being undersold? I watched that man almost kill an angel. are you all just like not accepting missions or being undersold for your missions? Because you guys could be making a lot of money.
I mean, we don't really. It's only been like a weekend since we got back. What are we supposed? I thought a few days off would be a good idea.
How often do you go on missions?
Eliora, you usually have like 2 days off and then you get sent on another mission.
I don't. Not much. As I said, I'm a specialty person, but I'm the only one that can do my job.
Moves around to your back. Just starts rubbing your shoulders. You should loosen up then. Self-improvement is a good idea. And if you're always on missions, you can't do that.
But I enjoy my missions. I'm helping people.
Oh god, you're like failing.
Oh no, she's... Okay,
Wait, what?
nope. I'm going upstairs. I
But
can't
this-
deal with this.
You're a good person, Eliora. As I'm gonna head upstairs.
Wait, what? She just looks confused.
Alright, now I'm done.
Now the Phelan thing.
Phelan and Vincent, we're just gonna skip to this point if that's fine, unless you guys want to talk on your way back.
I do have one more thing to say to Phil.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
How does Saturday sound?
Hmm?
And he said, how about a date for it?
Sorry, what did you say?
He says, how does Saturday sound?
She looks over to you. She tilts her head.
And you said, want to try a date first?
Alright. That sounds good.
That's
Do
good.
you have plans, or...?
Apologies. I'll shut up.
Already know, but that's why I gave myself...
Well, you got 5 days.
I got enough.
Yep.
In his head, what the f am I doing?
What am I gonna do?
But no, that's all he wants to.
Alright, as you guys walk inside, Eliora is still in the main area as you enter.
Is she asleep?
She would not be since y'all came home earlier than I expected.
It's around midnight that we're coming home, right?
Nope, it would have been 11.
Oh, right, because it got cut off early.
Yeah, it would have been like 10:30.
Alright.
You would see her sitting at one of the tables with her flail on it. Still in her, I'm not sure if you would call it a sheath or not, but like she has a little pouch for it essentially on her belt. That wouldn't be on her belt. She would have put it on the table. Oh, Eliora, I wanted to talk to you.
You go ahead and do that. I go upstairs.
I'm sorry, Keith. I just got a low battery warning. My headphones. I completely missed every word that was said.
You said, you said, "Oh hey, Eliora, I need to talk to you," and I said, "No," and I said, "All right, you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go upstairs."
No,
So the
that's
low
fair.
battery warning threw you off. Okay.
The low battery warning confused the chamois. I was like, wait, I need to finish the sentence. But it was like halfway through my sentence. God damn it. Give me a second. I'm gonna have a sip of water after.
Holy shit, dude.
How do you spell Ariel?
IR. Oh.
You got it.
IRIAL.
Oh,
Okay.
Balin, you're here. I wanted to talk to you.
See. Hey, wait a minute.
Sure, I'll be
I
down here.
would rather not be talking about this in bloody close.
Yeah, I'll be down here.
Right, down in a minute.
Phelan's gonna go upstairs. And she's gonna get different clothes.
You do it.
Yeah.
Killer's behind her.
What the fuck?
Just casually
You
on the
asleep?
radio.
Oh, okay. Just like as she hears that, she just looks over like,
Please.
and continues on. She is still having a bit of trouble walking, because 2 levels of exhaustion. My movement is halved. But yeah, she'll come down relatively quickly after, in some different casual clothes. Is Vincent still down there? Like, does Vincent stick around?
I would have headed up to it.
Alright.
Finally, enact my plan and kill Phelan and then leave into the night.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, now would be the perfect time.
You come down?
Yeah.
Okay. Elior would stand up and grab the satchel containing cereal. I made a mistake, and I don't. It was a horrendous one, and I don't really know how to make it up to you. But I can at least think of a way to make this even. As she's going to hand you cereal, I want you to cast the same spell.
Well, what do you do?
She sits in silence for a moment. And without taking it, she walks over to the table and sits on the opposite side of where you were sitting.
She'll sit back down and she'll set down cereal right in front of you, and she'll sit back down on the side she was sitting on.
What's your goal here?
In general, or
Saying that, why would I do that after knowing its effects?
some people like to seek revenge, or at least get even. Instead of wanting to deal with another person like that, I wanted to get out of the way quickly just in case.
There's only one person that I will ever seek revenge against, at least right now. You've not done something worthy of being added to that list. You made a mistake. And
Been
a
downplaying it by
reasonable
calling it a
one.
mistake.
And a reasonable one at that.
How was it reasonable? Let's think about this honestly. I decided to attack a civilian, one of the things that I'm very specifically not to, and even less than that, it was another person that was raised by the person who I consider my father figure. It's...
And did you do that knowingly?
Does it make a difference? I
Yes.
still did it. It doesn't matter what I wanted. What matters is the impact it had.
Yes, but it also matters your intent.
No,
I'm not saying that what you did doesn't matter. Because what you did hurt. And what you did it still affected me. I'm not gonna say that doesn't matter because it does. But I'm also telling you that I'm not holding a grudge and I don't wish to take revenge. Because what you tried to do, you tried
Sorry.
to eliminate a target who's been hurting people and causing trouble.
Sorry, but in this line of work, I just can't really accept that. It's...
She crosses her leg.
where you have to constantly be defending and protecting others, and one slip up can cost someone's life. I don't believe that's such an easy mistake to forgive. You were almost dead.
She's just looking at you.
You can't tell me that you, at the very least, don't want to make us even. I have been in this line of work too long to actually believe that someone like that still exists.
Well, at the very least I don't want revenge. At least not in that way. As I said, that spell, well, that spell hurts, and it's affecting me even now. Why on earth would I want to inflict the same thing on someone else?
Because they're the person who did it to you.
And?
Phelan, when they say those words, the mind goes back to the man.
Oh, why do you think I said there's only one person I will ever take revenge on?
Continue.
Yeah. She goes,
This is something that will pass. It is not a permanent scar. It is not an crippling wound.
Yeah, maybe not a physical.
Unless
It doesn't have to be physical to be considered a wound.
oh, trust me, I'm aware.
Then
Eliora,
at least do it for my peace of mind, then.
if you want a punishment so bad, then let it just be that. But I won't.
You really are nice, you know? She's gonna pick up cereal and probably head to wherever the booths are.
What did you say?
She gave a light chuckle and said, God, you really are nice, you know that?
Damn it, alright. You... Jesus. Yeah, she remains sitting. And before you leave, she will say, Eliara,
Yes?
As I said, what you did isn't worthy of revenge for me. But my standards are a little fucked up. So try not to go around doing that again.
I don't plan on.
she nods, just a smile, and then is gonna stand up and I'm gonna go to the fucking bath. Cause
One of the moments that made me laugh there, it's like cross his legs. Ow.
Alright. Since my throat is dying, we're gonna end off soon. We're gonna end off pretty soon, actually. Is it okay if is there anything else anybody else wants to do? I got a message from Vincent.
Be nice.
You can definitely go to the bar.
I do so.
Alright, you start drinking. I assume you don't go to sleep, or do you go to sleep?
Like the bar in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome. Welcome to the party. You're finally socializing, kind of. Currently where everybody is. Well, the rest of us.
But, is anyone else doing anything else?
Listening to late night drama.
Alright.
after my bath,
I'm
I'm gonna
also
go over
listening
and
to
chill
that.
with them.
Alright. Zora, anything?
I'm scared to be around Alex right now. So I'm gonna after being tortured by Alex for a little while, I assume, she's going to hide in the basement.
Alright.
Ah, so like a cat.
Uh-huh.
Just as we were listening to radio. So what
Well,
exactly did you? So what exactly did you do to Zora?
Wait, what happened to Zora?
I'm skipping
Don't
8
worry
hours.
Sorry.
Yo, long rest.
Yeah.
I get to rework my spells. I don't have only things that would be very nichely specific for fucking trying to help Ray.
Yay. So it'd be...
I
Yeah.
should probably do the same.
We should, guys. I think we should probably let Daz finish up. That way we can. That way
Sorry.
we can, you know. 'Cause-
No, I can keep going if you guys want.
No, you can't.
2,
No.
3, 4, 5,
David, don't
6,
say that. That would just make Mona go more.
8. By the time you guys wake up, it is 6:30 on a Tuesday, the 23rd July. We're going to... I want to end off with the talk and you guys going to Davos side. But,
I think, and if everybody else is on board with me with this, maybe we should do that at the start of next session.
I think so too.
oh, so it's mutiny, eh?
Yes.
But it'll give us time to think as well.
Then.
Oh, fuck it. Let's keep going.
Ah!
That's one. That's one. We outnumber.
Let's go!
I've got it my sight.
God damn it, Wolf.
So here's the thing. Legitimately, I think it's a good idea because now everybody gets a chance to think about what they want to say
Mhm.
for the talk.
No, I'm probably gonna end off here. With a little cutscene. You all go to bed. I'll begin to rest. The fairy dragon sits away from the building, Kabaji district, staring at the house, its eyes unfeeling, as we see that the fairy dragon is projecting someone else's vision, the vision of Keskaban, as he says, oh, great. They got rid of all my hard work. That's fine. There's still enough inside of him. I can make it work. As he begins to walk down the hallway, as he opens the cage, as we see Iriel chained up, standing. Alright, buddy. I promise that I get you under control, nice and copacetic like. How's you feeling? As Iriel looks up. What do you want? I want you to track down the group. I want you to figure out what they have, and apparently someone's there now with an evangelist. You know them, don't you? Iriel, blank-faced. Is that what you really want from me? You're right. I want you to kill them and get my little science experiment.